It's here. It's finally here. Okay, guys, I'm super excited. I've been waiting so long for this. It finally arrived. Alright, you know what? No wasting time. Let's get to actually opening it up. Here we go. Okay, that is harder than I thought. There it is. Yeah, so this is our first look at the MacBook Air M4. I'm super excited. Alright. That is so satisfying. Oops. Let's turn it back around. Now, before I open this machine, just want to mention this is the MacBook M4 Air, 13-inch version. It is 16 gigabytes of unified memory or RAM and has 512 GB storage SSD in this. And it is the new color, the sky blue. It kind of goes with my phone as well, so that's why I picked out sky blue. Oof, that is smooth. This is a laptop. I am gonna get to this. We are just gonna look at everything else in the box first. Obviously, we have our cable, our braided cable, and some paperwork, which I'm gonna go through. And I did opt for the bigger charger. It is the 70-watt charger instead of the 35-watt dual charger. Because one, it didn't cost anything extra, and two, I need a fast charger for my laptop, so we did go for a 70-watt charger. Honestly, comparing this to my older charger, it just feels so much better. This is so tiny compared to the huge brick I used to carry around everywhere I went. If I had to take my laptop, which would be rarely because of how hard it was to take my laptop anywhere. Okay, now we come to the main laptop, the M4 Air. So, turn it around. Oof, this looks so sleek for sure. And Apple logo is nice and shiny. You know what, without waiting any further, first of all, it's so lightweight. I hope the color looks blue. To me right now in this lighting, it does look really gray, but in some angles it does look blue as well. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and open this up and see how the setup and everything is for this laptop. This is my first MacBook, obviously. Oh, that startup noise. Right, I just changed some camera angles so that you can see the laptop a bit better. But it's saying hello in multiple languages. We're gonna pick English, India. Okay, looks like we're setting up Siri now. So, hey Siri, how's the weather? Hey Siri, send me a message. Welcome to Mac. And we're into the laptop. Now I don't know what to do. What's the first thing I want to do on this laptop? So, you know, let's create a few folders. Right click. How do I right click on a Mac? Excuse me. That is when I realized I have no clue how to use this machine. You see, I've been a Windows user for literally the past 23 years of my life. And the first time I ever turned on a computer, it was this. This was Windows 95, baby, the epitome of computer operating systems. And it ran on this beast, which looked more like a toaster than even a computer. And I swear, it sounded like it was gonna die each time I did turn it on. It used to sit in our living room, and I did later upgrade this to Windows XP, being the little Linus Tech Tips I was. And what did I do with all this power? I played pinball and abused Clippy, if you guys remember Clippy, to make me different PPTs, because that's all you could really do on this toaster. Then came this Dell laptop, this massive chunky piece of technology which needed its own postal code because it was so big. But okay, hear me out. It had its own freaking TV antenna. You could literally watch TV on your laptop and not Netflix like you have now. This was 15 years ago. You were watching cable TV on a laptop, and it even had its own remote that you could, use to switch channels. This was technically my dad's laptop, and I'd get the chance to explore Windows Vista before upgrading it to the golden era of Windows 7. And what did I do with this? This is where I discovered the internet. Yeah, the internet. But I was mostly stuck on playing Flash games and Miniclip. And that's, I guess you can say, the beginning of my PC gaming era. And also kind of the end with this video. We had this laptop for so long that I remember we bought it when I was in 2nd grade. And I learned how to code on this laptop when I came to 7th grade. Now, with my gaming and especially Minecraft addiction going really strong, I needed my own PC. So what did I do, or what did my parents get me? They got me this. This is a PC stick. This little magic wonder stick can connect to any screen which has an HDMI in and make it a full-fledged PC. Yes, you needed your own keyboard and mouse, again wireless, to set it up, and it wasn't really practical to walk around with just the stick and no place to connect it. But hey, this is all I had to do. And I still remember waking up at around 5 a.m. before everyone was awake, plug this into our main TV in the living room just so I could get in like an hour or two of Minecraft done. And let me tell you, as useful as this was for me back then, it ran Windows 8 and it was really bad and not at all powerful. So even trying to run anything more than the oldest version of Minecraft it would support, yeah, not really feasible for sure. An honorable mention would definitely be my mom's work laptop, because this is where I got introduced to emulating video games. I used to emulate PUBG on an Android emulator because my phone couldn't run it. So I thought maybe a laptop is, more powerful. Well, that really didn't work out that great, but good mention for sure. Then comes the beast, my actual very first laptop in college. My pride and joy, this clunky old gaming laptop. The buying process for this went something like this. Dad, I need a computer with dedicated graphics card and like the biggest Intel chip there is, because I'm doing coding in college. But I pay fees for your electrical engineering, not computer science. Yes, coding in electrical. So I need laptop strong, very strong, please. Okay, this thing was built like a tank. It could barely last 20 minutes without this. Okay. This brick of a charger. It wouldn't last even 20 minutes, but I took it everywhere I went with me. This is all I had, and it was decently powerful. I did buy it because I wanted to play GTA 5 on it, which I did. I remember in lockdown, I clocked somewhere around 16 hours a day, which led to, I think, around 20 or 25 in-game days. So I was basically stuck in my room playing GTA 5 online for the whole of lockdown. Like, this laptop was powerful enough to even run Cyberpunk, even though it was such a glitchy mess. It could still run pretty well, and I did multiple playthroughs of Cyberpunk on this machine. And recently it had become my editing machine too. I installed DaVinci, and it was kind of a hassle trying to figure out how to even import stuff because it used to crash. Timeline was laggy. It would take hours to render even a simple 15 or 10 minute video. You put in any effect onto the timeline, the whole timeline would lag and you'd drop frames like this. Not just the lag, this laptop sounds like a jet engine even if you're trying to open Chrome. Shut up, I'm just trying to open Chrome. But now it's time for a change. I am officially upgrading. But first, I gotta learn how to even use this overconfident slab of metal right here.
ఇప్పుడైతే మనం ఒక MacBook ని ఏ విధంగా వాడాలి అనేది మనం డిస్కస్ చేసుకుందాం. ఇప్పుడు నా చేతిలో
Okay, so I've had this Mac for a couple of weeks now. It's been, I guess, around 3 or 4 weeks, almost a month, since I unboxed this machine. And let me say, it's been kind of a good experience. I open this more on a daily basis than I did my old laptop. If I wanted to watch anything, let's say if I'm cooking in the kitchen and I want to watch something while cooking, I'd rather take this than my phone. I did take it to Mumbai for the last week. It's been a huge savior because I was stuck at the airport both times where I was going and coming back for over 3 hours, and I just watched Vinland Saga continuously, and this did not have any issues with that. So it's been a savior that way. Okay, listen, switching to Mac wasn't all magical rainbows and sunshine or whatever. I had my fair share of what is happening. Like, first of all, the multiple desktops. Like, I never used this feature on Windows, though I knew it was there, but when I learned it was so smooth on Mac, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be so much more productive right now. But it took me quite some time to get used to. Another big issue I faced was the storage on this. I did buy the 512 anticipating I'd have a storage issue. I did not go for the base model. But I realized any kind of footage I have for my vlogs is at least 100 GB, like even the Moto vlog episode 4, that was around 90 GB. And after transferring, I already saw the bar go up so much, and I was scared that I wanted to optimize the space on this. So I went ahead and turned on iCloud, and I synced iCloud with this because I do pay for iCloud as well. And what that did is completely copy everything on this onto iCloud, which is not good because that filled up the 200 GB I have on iCloud so fast that I couldn't even sync any photos on my phone, and I got super scared because I wanted to make sure I still had my footage and not have it deleted anywhere. So I even tried calling Apple support and see if they could help me, but they couldn't really. So I just did the most big brain yet monkey thing I could do. I just copied everything from my iCloud onto the Mac and just deleted it from iCloud. That worked. Yeah, I'm not gonna use iCloud to sync anything from this Mac. I'm gonna sync only my cat memes and my photos from my phone. I did find a solution for this. I've started using an external SSD to store all my footage. So I'm trying to work on a proxy editing workflow, which is basically where the files are all stored on this, but I can create smaller versions of that file, transfer it onto the Mac and edit off those. And once it's time to render, I can just connect this back and it'll render the original files rather than smaller ones. Who was going to tell me that color management is so important? Like, basically, to explain it to y'all, Apple applies kind of like a filter or a LUT on its screen. So what you're seeing in the DaVinci's preview window while you're editing is not exactly what you see after it's rendered. And I learned this the hard way after I spent the whole 2-3 weeks editing my Moto episode 4 or whatever. After I rendered it, it looked completely blown out. Like, it was unsaturated, the colors looked all wrong, even the text looked all wrong. And luckily I did find this video. I'm gonna put it in the description below, when he faced the same issue, and he gave such an easy kind of solution for it. And I'm still working out the kinks on how to make it look the way I want it to look, and really going to focus on learning better color grading, and hopefully it works out by this video while I'm editing this. But that's where the issues end. Okay, real talk, this machine is genuinely a gift from the tech gods. And you know what, it's not even like the big things, like the big features and everything, but it's the small things that add up to make your life just that bit more easier. First of all, the gorgeous display. It's an amazing display. Watching any kind of content on this is amazing. It's an amazing experience. Plus, as I was talking about color management, this is a much more color accurate display. So if I really want to get into color grading, this is a very good first step compared to my old laptop, which is right there. The keyboard is just so satisfying. I was using another Apple keyboard before. So I did kind of get used to the layout and everything, but still it is kind of like a new experience. It's so much better than my old laptop's keyboard, for sure. And the trackpad, it's a glass trackpad. It's just so smooth and so many gestures, and it has enough space on it, like it's big enough where you can get stuff done basically. Very importantly, battery life. As I showed you, I had to carry around a huge adapter for my old laptop which would even last 20 minutes. This runs me the whole day, no problem. Even if I'm editing, even if I'm sitting there watching YouTube videos continuously for 6 or 8 hours and just having my brain rot, it functions. It has no problem with that. It is completely fine. Big thumbs up for the battery life. Another big thing I realized with this Mac is how I'm not stuck to a desk anymore. With my old laptop, I would have to be connected for battery, and I would be connected to an external monitor with a keyboard and mouse, and I'd be stuck at this desk for hours on end editing or anything. This, I can sit on my couch, I can sit on my bed, sit anywhere I want and still edit or watch anything, and there's no drop in performance. That's one thing I noticed. My old laptop used to lag when I was watching Hotstar without a battery connected. Like literally video playback wouldn't be good. I can edit off this machine without any kind of issues whatsoever. So that's been the most fun part, where I can edit in a more space where I'm not locked down to anything. That really helps me get creative as well with what I'm doing. Oh gosh, the weight of this MacBook, it is so lightweight. Like, it's literally less than half the weight of my old laptop, like literally less than half. So I don't even have to think twice if I'm putting it in my bag and taking anywhere. It's just been that easy. And as I said, I took it to Mumbai, I took it back home, and I never even really felt the weight. At the airport, I did have my work laptop as well, so that's the only weight I felt. I was carrying 2 laptops and this felt like there was nothing. So I did buy this little carrying case for it. It's like a little pouch. It just has a zip, and it's kind of become like my creator carrying case. Like, because of the extra small zips, I have an external SSD. My camera goes in there, my mic goes in there, all my chargers, like my MacBook charger, my iPhone charger, and my AirPods also fit in this very well. And it has a little handle as well for just carrying it around. So this has been really useful too. Okay, I think one of the biggest things anybody who comes into buying an Apple product is that they realize having more than one always makes sense. The kind of Apple ecosystem that you're getting at the end of the day is chef's kiss. Just having the ability to have all my files which are on my phone directly available on my Mac, or vice versa, and AirPods. I think that's like the greatest thing ever, because it just connects so seamlessly between my phone and my Mac. Like, you don't even know the difference. Like, I could be watching one thing here, then I can start doom scrolling on my phone in like a second, and my AirPods shift and nobody knows I'm watching 100 cat memes at the airport. So that ecosystem is amazing. And I remember, like 4 years ago, my friend who had an iPhone and an iPad showed me that he could copy something on his phone and then paste it on his iPad, which is just so. The Apple ecosystem is something that's amazing, but I don't know if I'm gonna go deeper into it. I'm not buying a watch. I'm not a watch wearing person, but an iPad seems kind of tempting, but it's just gonna be another media machine that I can't really afford at the moment. So if you guys subscribe and YouTube starts paying me, then maybe we do an iPad like right next to it. Because I learned that you could just use that as another screen for your Mac. So why not? And talking about the ecosystem, ever since I got the Mac, I felt like my phone has become an accessory rather than a full-on fledged device, because I can literally access my entire phone on the Mac and I don't have to even open it. So it's multiple times where I just leave my phone for charging somewhere in the corner of the room, and I can reply to texts, I can check email or any kind of app I want that is not available on Mac. I can do it directly from the kind of phone screen sharing kind of thing. I don't know, like Apple does it so seamlessly. It's helped me keep up my Duolingo streak, because if I don't have my phone in hand, I usually forget, but I can just open my phone on my Mac and finish my Duolingo streak for the day. Honestly, final thoughts, I feel like this was a very good buy. Definitely a lot of things that are gonna help me be more productive, be more creative, and just the freedom to walk around with this anywhere and not have to worry about charging. I think that's the biggest thing. And no fan noise, so I'm not disturbing myself or others while I'm trying to work. And it's going to be stuck with me for the next at least 5 or 6 years. And I think it's going to be an exciting journey. And I did ask my friends what they thought about my Mac and me buying one, and I just say their response wasn't really helpful.
With a Mac, beautiful. just purely extravagant in its own nature. Bro. Yeah, so bro, I can't.
I'm still learning new stuff about this Mac every day. I'm gonna continue exploring how to use this to its 100% capacity, because I know I love min-maxing stuff. So be it either editing or productivity or just planning out my life, I think it's gonna be a great help. So, well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'm gonna use this to level up my editing game with every video. So, thank you and see you.